What's up? How's it going? How's it going, Puddin' Pop? Excited to be here doing another draft. Just gonna get the chat up there. Didn't do a long stream Friday, but ended up playing Valheim for 50 more hours that week. Gotta say, that game is addictive. It is. You can lose hours and hours into it, kind of like the Minecraft time math, you know. It's wild, but it's a lot of fun. So, Kaldeim, not to be mixed up with Valheim, ends in 42 hours. So we're gonna take advantage of that with one last draftiola on stream before that rotates out, and then we got Harry Potter Wizard School Magic coming on the 15th. I'm gonna be really excited to do some sealed in that. While we're waiting for our buddies to trickle in here, let's just do the original set it and forget it deck. I got so they banned most of the good cards in this historic shakeup 3. Was disappointed to learn that Saw It Coming is still in the format. It's the only counterspell that I've seen. Well, that's not a very good hand now, is it? I do like going first. I don't think this is the hand for me, though. I like it better. Much better. Shrine of them. And I call this the set it and forget it, because you're just like, shrine, your turn, shrine, and then they do their things. Oh, mill. It's a big move. That's a bananas top deck. I maybe should have laid it this turn instead of the white one, honestly. Because that's the one that closes the game. Wow. Huh. Look at all the crabs. Isn't that cute? So, 3 add 2 mana for a total of, yeah. So, pre-combat main phase. So I'm going to lay the green one now with the hopes that it's going to add me 2 mana, bringing me up to 5, which means I can lay both of my shrines and... No. Yes. Both my shrines and discard this to kill his ruin crap. And then we're in shrine heaven there. Yes, no. Whenever another snow permanent. You know, while I've got 4 shrines out, let's kill this guy. Keep all of their lands or snow lands. Then they could theoretically lay a land and another spell and mill me twice. Versus the likelihood that this mono blue player is going to drop a Fable Passage and get 2 crack-offs of the Ruin Crab. It's not as likely. We'll probably do something about him next turn. How are they doing on my library there? They're about halfway. Mm-hmm. Don't like to. So I can just lay Gigantha. We can get rid of this. We can't do both. Gigantha isn't going to win me this game, but milling me out is going to make me lose this game. So I think laying, or doing that versus laying the Gigantha, which I could have done, maybe made more sense. Yes, now. About that drawn cards, though. Saw it coming? Didn't say please! Okay, very good. So, 25 cards. That's 21 cards. One blue source, with 2 green sources, 1 black. So I'll add green or black with this thing here in the hopes, maybe I'll top deck, wow, if I survive, my gosh. And that was only 3 mana. Oh my god. And it's another 10 cards. So I'm down to 1 card. I don't 3. I see. I think that's GG's. Discard another enchantment card, yeah. That doesn't really do much for me. I can lay Gigantha. And because tapping down their stuff, you know, it might matter next turn if I somehow survive, but he only has to cast 1 spell. That's it. Alright. Bye! Close up. We were 1 turn separated from, 1 turn separated. Alright. So, it's been doing this weird thing lately that when I start my draft and start the matches, it disconnects for some unknown reason. And if that happens, I'm still going to be here doing the draft. It'll come back online in shortly after. It takes maybe a minute or 2. What up? Oh, it's Scrampson. What up, Scrampson? Free tonight from his busy life as the guild father. Good to have you here, buddy. We're just about to get into the good stuff. Start the D-raft. It might be a little presumptuous to say kick some butts, but we're definitely going to try and dunk on some scrubs if we come across it. The season just rolled over, so we're going to see a mix of all different skill levels of player. So we could get dunked on. But maybe. Force the black-blue and don't let anybody have nothing. Honestly, it throws this at me really often in draft. Of the ones I've streamed, maybe 3 or 4 of them. I think there was even one that I had a double copy of this rare and a double copy of the same rare in a draft. It's just like, what? Is that... I think this card is better, honestly. Red, white, you beat him up. Not taking the greedy rare? Red, white, beat him up? No, you take the rare. Nah. Maybe pay 5. Red, white, yeah, our first 2 draft streams, we did that. We didn't have a lot of success. I thought it wasn't really the combination of colors that was gonna get me success in this draft format. Turns out, maybe I was just playing it wrong. Or I was being paired against really difficult. Can't even read any? Oh, they're too small, are they? I can change the size of the window a little bit. Here, actually, let me see what I can do for you, buddy Woop. Is that a touch better? Get rid of all the other... I don't even like that either. Edit scene, and let's just drag that up so you can't see the rest of that, the other accoutrements. Keep it how you like it. Keep it how you like it. So, three utility lands as the three uncommons. The chances of that are actually pretty low. That's kind of cool. All of them do things. Some are not as impressive as the others. So, I'm regretting taking that rare and not the hammer. Because we would just go hard into red-white. This is, I mean, they're a good creature. The Mistwalker is really good too. We're gonna take this in case we end up in black-white double spell. Boast stuff. Sure. Boast. Black-white stuffs and stuffs. Yeah, sure. Take this, and perhaps we might end up red-white. Another Valkyrie, yeah. Sure. We did this a little while ago. We got to 4 or 5 wins, maybe. Playing Jeskai. There was a lot of Fortell, and I had 2 copies of this guy. And he was kind of my card draw engine. We did well in that draft. Whenever you activate a boast ability, of course, yeah. So we're going to prioritize creatures over snowlands, because I don't think, well, red and white aren't snow colors for this set, really. Sure. It's not the best card to be picking up 5 picks in. It feels kind of weak in that respect, but what can you say? That was kind of the pick in the pack. And this is, I think, the direction we want to go in. That's the utility lane that we wanted. This circle here, this pack has been loaded with them. Lovely. Super fun. But equipments and stuff might be where our bread is getting buttered this time. Is there anything for me here? This thing. Nah, get out of here. More likely to splash green, and maybe that might make sense later. Might make sense later. 2 target cards that share a type. You know, it's funny, but I feel like that's gonna happen. There is an argument for taking the red-green dual land there. Yeah. Because that is such a cuttable card. You know, that those aren't splashable, but it might come back around. If we did end up being shepherded into the black-white whenever you cast a second spell, that's where this guy here apparently you know, makes his worth because you cast it for 0, so on and so forth. But that still doesn't mean that we were going to take him. Broken Wings in the sideboard, yeah. That's a sideboardable card. I wanted this to be like the new Ill-Gotten Inheritance. The at the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 1, opponent loses 1. You can crack it for 6 and accelerate the process. Sack it. You know, you guys probably know the card. There was a draft that I tried to run 2 of these. Did not help me whatsoever. There was another one where I talked about it more extensively, and it still didn't kind of make the cut. Cinderheart Giant, it probably won't end up being played either, but that's fine. Pack 2. That's not a rare for us. Don't get distracted from the red white. What here? Master Scald, kind of okay. This is actually wow. Is that kind of the pick here? Can't pick one in a pack? It can't be this thing. I've only got one of these guys. If anything, it's free football. Oh, goodness. Oh, the hammer again. No! But one does not simply pass up Redain there. Oh, and when you cast the second spell guy. Interesting. Yeah, I yayed the hammer. I was like, yes! And then took Redain. No, I think that was probably... This card does a fair bit. It's probably will shine a little bit in Limited. Especially lots of people playing Snow Grap. And a 2/3 flyer for 3 is pretty good too. So there's the... Yeah, she's alright. The other side of it, I haven't... would deal damage to you or a permanent, prevent one of it. I think the artifact side might be the might be better, because 1/1s can just go get wrecked. Whenever you cast your second spell. Crate 2. That's cool. We're gonna take this. Ooh, Demon Bolt is the higher rated thing, right? Demon Bolt is the smart card. Unless we start to bend towards black-white. No, we want our artifacts and equipments. So we take Demon Bolt. You're totally right. Totally. Take the removal. That's I thought this was funny, only because it was an instant. I was like, huh, okay, yeah. Instant speed, destroy your land, beginning of your upkeep. What? Our... Yeah, I'm gonna reluctantly take this card. We might end up just killing people with flyers, really. So if you've got a bunch of flyers, why would you take that equipment? Instead, would you take a solid 2/2? He's removal, you know. But I've already got stuff, taking stuff out of my graveyard. Yeah, the 2 Valkyries. Master Skull, do you think? Because he synergizes with artifacts and enchantments. I mean, you could return Redain from your graveyard if you had the opportunity. The other option in the pack is way down, of course. But where I'm already paying that additional cost of exiling creature cards from my graveyard, I think it's going to start to become too much. Yeah, you could, and that ends black, yep. And if we have 2 black cards and not a great reason to stay in that color. Yeah. Ooh. Huh. I mean, this thing. Yeah, we'd be more likely to maybe... You might end up in green, you never know. Although we're going to try and stay focused. That's borderline playable. So the Great Hall of Starnheim. What? I was going to say, there are other cards with Starnheim on it. It must be the Orzhov Guild in this set. The vehicle just then, it was Funeral Longboat, I do believe. It's like a 3/3 for 2, crew cost is 1. So like it's pretty good, but oh, the plow. Oh, the plow. So it's got crew 6. But there's a particular card that goes along with it. The plow and the ox. Yep. Another one of these. Yep. The Helm is strictly better than the Braggart. We've tried to make the Braggart work a few times. I don't think we're technically... It was this one here, the Funeral Longboat. Oh, it's got Vigilance. I never really appreciated that about it. Huh. Oh man, Oh yeah, you did mean the plow, sorry. I'm seeing your stuff. We're going through this nice and sort of gentle. I'm seeing your comments before I make my picks, usually. Ooh. Doesn't this pack here look like 3 things that we've thought about already the draft? Like, on one path we splash black, and then we go way down. There's the Raven Wings that we didn't think was going to be huge, and the Shackles of Treachery, which is kind of the favorite. This is why you don't pick shit like that. Yes, because it ends up as the later picks. I'm going to take the Wings. Yes, now. Snap. So if we wanted a reason, that's collection worthy for sure. Actually, I haven't been playing Green Stompy over the last little while, but I'm starting to miss it. And oh my god, this guy is rated 5.0. Oh my god. He goes right in there. Except for what's kind of funny is that other things in the pack are... Okay, so we passed up on this guy, and we're... I mean, we got better sense than Splash of Black right now. I like that we put one of those in the sideboard already. Because he is almost more playable than this Mammoth is for us at the moment. Because even foretelling this thing, he's going to cost 2 green. And we have no mana fixing. Nor are we really going to detour in any. So he's going in the sideboard, but let's not forget that he's there. The rest is half track. You play him now. So there's the Ox. I'm going to take that only because if we do find more reasons to stick into green, or perhaps dilute what we had going on in order to splash some of this stuff, this is going to actually be, or go with our synergy enough that it might be runnable. Because I think we're going to, at the end, keep those 2 Tormentors helm. Well, you know Magic, bud. And this is why, to do this on stream, hanging with your friends and talking through it, me and Andy discovered that this is really does make the best way to do a draft. The 1/1, yeah, him. I see a reasoning for it, for sure. Nah. Well, let's have a look at our curve, which is inevitably pretty high. 11, 8, 6 4-drops, but 2 of those are the Valkyrie that could end up costing 2. So it's not looking so bad. This guy's quite expensive though. Yeah, they're a biggin. The other thing that caught my eye was this. Not because it's like, yeah, right, for that much. Return something 2 or less. That, and you're not green, but we could be. No. Possibly risk. You can't. Stop. I'm gonna change the window again so that we go back to the way it was, so you can see the chat and whatnot. There we go. There we go. There we go. Little. Well, I gotta make that a little larger. Sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, in Pack 1 you were so focused. We gotta stick to red, white. We gotta stick. And now I'm like, if we splash green, you're talking crazy. So you take the Shepherd and you shut your face hole. Lindworm. Funny. Oh. Sorry. Didn't see that one there. Ooh. That is exactly the kind of card that we wanted to pick up. We are a little light in the 1-drop department. But not... Yeah. pulling a sneaky and just like moving that over. It's like, no, stop. A land or an elf? Nope. This guy here. Eh. Did we end up with a braggart after? We did not. But we're not. Certainly not hurting for another 4-drop. So I'm going to stick that in for the moment. It might not make the final cut. Spider. Spiders! Are we going... Okay, we're not overboard with creatures yet. But we do have a lot of cuttable creatures. Helmet up. How did that wheel? We'll see. Now it's probably time to take this over this. Is it? Probably not. Gems. For what? The Dream Devourer. What was the other rare? Well, he doesn't really help much anymore. Okay, so I still have some stuff at post. If we were to add in green, now this is actually kind of a serious thought. We have this utility land, we have 2 of this game closer and this thing here. I don't think we can actually ignore that anymore. What I have, it's untapped MTG. I wish I had figured out how to put the layer over and sort of share that with you guys as well. It kind of helps, you know. So if, say we were to add green, those are like kind of splashable cards. I would get rid of those in the 2 high end. We would have an extra utility land. And then we would 17 and 9. Nice. We could reasonably we do, of course, have enough to go with just red and white. This card here is like playable, especially with our stack of these as well. It might be more playable than I'm giving it credit for, in fact. These first 4 white cards, not really. And this one here is a little too expensive for my taste. Oh, Broken Wings. Don't know if we really need that. Skull can stay. The Courser actually does less now, because we don't really have any interest in reducing the cost of our artifacts or enchantments, because they're pretty cheap. Yeah? It does. That's such a legitimate concern. But I'll make a deal with you. The first game that we have issues in meeting our colors because we have splashed a third one, we'll go back. But we'll run one less forest perhaps. 16. Yes, now. I would cut one of him to put in 2 of those. Or put in that. This creates a treasure token. It's not. That's not very good fixing, when in fact it's probably a card I should cut. Or an equipment card. So it does... treasure don't count, yeah. Okay. 1410 in average curve. It's pretty evenly distributed. Man, I think it only works once, that's right. I got a feeling. I think we're gonna try it once, and if we have mana issues, then I think we have the materials there that we can make a pretty kick-ass Boros thing. But the thought of playing that mammoth was just—it was too greedy. I'm hoping we're back there now. So, no, no problem with it giving us too many of those pesky green manas. No! What? I don't know what it just tried to do to me, but that's not cool. Well, that thing has got to go. I think it's absolutely gotta go. That might have been a tad premature because we didn't see any snowland yet. But that creature imparts haste on it as well. Oh. Oh. We could have laid Redain and the Tormentor's Helm and not equipped it on anything. Oh! Hey man, we were gonna have a good time. Where you going? Sad. Actually, I should slow down and make sure you guys are still there. I don't know why it does that disconnect thing. In my Twitch, it comes up as the stream having ended and started again and all that. It's quite annoying. I totally dropped you out. Okay. Well, I appreciate you clicking back on me, buddy. Go, doggo! Doggo! And if he kills it, that actually works out well for me. So the irony, if that card ends up giving me a lot of trouble, that we could have played it and played it before and it didn't work out for us. Wouldn't that be a funny little irony? If they just like run the card beautifully and I didn't appreciate how to work it. Okay, so what are they going to do though? 2 black and a red. I assume they're going to foretell something. What do you think? Do you think it might be a Craven Hulk? Because this guy here says that everything has foretell in their hand. Product head. Very good. So I could have waited to lay Redain on the more desirable artifact side. But I would have had to wait another turn, and that's already looking pretty blocked up by the 3 other 4-drops in my hand. I would have liked to have waited, but wasn't the move. So he's going to foretell that, swing in with the 2/3, and the hopes that I'm going to be a Simple Simon, and he's going to cast Demonic Gifts with the remaining 2 mana. No, it's not coming in this turn. 4. You know what? Well, I don't care about the 4 damage. Do I want to get rid of this creature? What up, Andy? Yeah, I don't... Because putting the creatures in the graveyard actually benefits me next turn when I can lay 2 Valkyries. You have no mana left, so there's no trick here. We just trade 1 card for 2 cards. Which you're like, okay, this is better. But I bet you didn't expect me to do this. 1 creature. 2 creatures. Thanks. Nice. He's like, what? Where did you get all of that? So we haven't seen a green mana yet. I just realized that. I was like, oh, and we're gonna lay Mahjong next turn. Ah. We haven't seen a green mana. What do you know? Oh, really? I know, a good player would top deck a green mana. Okay, so he's looking to cast 2 spells a turn. Okay, there's your second one. Both are creatures. Gotcha. Okay. He can't block alone. You're going to come in for quite some damage next turn. Is there a possibility that we can race? No, because he's going to hit me with 9 if I do nothing to block. He doesn't have any snow to give this menace, but he still has enough gas that he can make those 4/4s. And he can't block alone. If we come in for 6 now, 10 and 11. It actually doesn't make the most sense. If we do 7 now, no, we would need this on the ground. So there were a few reasons I did that way, because both of these can block separate creatures. I don't think I want to offer up a trade. Well, I probably would trade the Hulk for one of those guys, even though we were playing around a possible demonic gifts earlier. He didn't. I think if he had demonic gifts, he would have tried to save his Dream Devourer. Show him you're serious. Yeah. So Craven Hulk can't block alone is the only reason that I didn't. I looked at our race, and him coming in for a minimum of 9 next turn means that he could close up the game in 9, but it's probably 11. He could close it up in 2. That's fine. I just hope you don't have another thing to cast. He wouldn't, but he could win that race. Where I have the Flyers, he's got no reason to keep them back unless he wanted to try some sort of trick where he does the 2 spells. Judgment. Can we pick apart this person's name for a second? I'm familiar with the replacing different constants with a number, but he's missing another E. Would it be like JUD63 MENT? So, for 1 mana, for 1 black mana, he doesn't have a trick up. I'm, like, mostly sure. And if he's going to come in with 7, means that his clock of 2 turns closing is no longer relevant. If they had swung with all 3, I would have offered up some blocks, and then we would have slowed down the progress a little bit. Yeah, I was gonna say, you keep looking at stuff, you don't have a 1 mana. Don't mind if I do. One mana response in black? What? At instant speed. So didn't attack, but you weren't going to block either. Well, there was a situation in which I could have blocked, thinking that they were going to try to come in for, you know. So, the chances that they're going to do 14 next turn, I mean, no, right? And you would also think, why did you go in with all of them there? Didn't think he was going to block that. I'm quite aware that that Valkyrie's probably going to die now, but he's going to spend mana in order to remove it, you would think. And this becomes blocked. Yes, becomes blocked, not or blocks. Yeah, and they've got 4 cards, so this could totally just... Well, he won't attack full on this time, I don't think. Even if he has removal for this thing, and spends his turn doing that, say he removes this, and... Oh! Okay, that's cute. Yes, now. So he buys an extra turn. Missed out on 6 by not attacking with this twice. Okay. But we would have taken on another 3 damage had we swung with this. And all of this, he wouldn't have had any problem swinging with any of it. Well, whatever he has foretold is something that doesn't have foretell. If it is demonic gifts that we mentioned earlier... Oh, village rights! Very cool! Yeah, I mean... Would you look at that? Four, 10. He's not coming in with all that next turn, so we are indeed swinging big. 1 on you, 1 on you. Yeah, green! Yeah, I can't believe that's a green mana now. Yeah, no, of course. Perfect, perfect. And go. What do you got? 4 cards. Yep. Is that even good for you though? No, you're not that late. We're 1 and 0. Sit. 2 and 0. Yeah, the other person said, I don't really have time for this, and peaced out. Laid 2 blue mana, and was like, I haven't drawn a counterspell. Time to get out of here. Sometimes the bus comes early. He's taking it easy. Take the bus. Oh no! Yes, let's cut. See, that one did get to me in time, John. You made a difference. So the green did not do anything for us either of those games, and we were fine. And the mana. 14, 15, and since I got another one, 16. Sounds good. Do. Another flyer. More of that. Probably not that. Seize the spoils, not bad. We need 1 more card. Shield Mate. And then I would maybe cut something for that 1 drop. Like what? Like the 1 drop. Oh, I also didn't realize that I didn't pimp out my lance. Shocking. How are you going to flex on strangers if they don't know what you have? 3. 7, and 8. Okay. Alright, that's... Let's see if the consistency pays off. But I don't... Even though we dropped those 4 green cards... Oh, don't disconnect again. Come on. That was weird. That was weird. But we're back now. Nobody panic. Yeah, me too. So what it must be, I think, is that when it goes to connect to the server with Magic here, it thinks, oh, you're losing connection, or Twitch thinks we're losing connection, we'll say. I don't like that sculptor. I don't think it was worth setting up the Demon Bolt. Yes, indeed. It happened, and wouldn't mind, but it wasn't happening when I wasn't using Twitch Studio. Back when I was using OBS, wasn't a problem. Weird. Oh my god, this person's got 3 snow lands and this thing going already. We are in trouble. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not gonna help right now. Can I do this? Is there a way I can have priority? No. Before they untap is what I was thinking. Just like, can I Demon Bolt his thing? Like, before he can do anything about it? The answer's no. We wait. You could have hard casted it. Oops. Okay, so absolutely. This thing costs 1 to equip. He needs 2 in order to activate this guy's ability here. He can untap it with the Sculptor of Winter. And another tick, yeah. Because now there's not even a good time to do it. I could have blocked and laid the Valkyrie. I don't think that was the move either. I can't do this next turn and keep up Demon Bolt mana. Oh, you... Nah. What a well put together deck. Ugh. You could hardcast the Valkyrie, but that doesn't even offer up a block with that. What equipment would you do on 3? Really though. Yeah, it's not looking good. But I wonder, is there a way that we could do Discord and additionally have that audio in with mine and all this, you know, that we would be able to hear you guys, in other words. Really? There's most definitely a way. Oh, that was a good last card to have in hand. I think our bus is coming. What a desperate move that was. We are so far on the back pedal that this game is over. And if we think back on it, if I had hard casted the Demon Bolt that turn, that... Oh, where have you been? Skank. Well, it don't really matter. Not we don't have that option either. Yeah, I do believe so. Maybe if we had some nice green cards. Creating some chump blockers. Nah. It was over, like, turn 3. You would have gotten all green mana and red cards if you had left those in. Alright, I'm hoping you guys don't disconnect this time. I'm going to click into my Twitch window and see if that maybe keeps the connection alive. Cool name. Picohinin. I think it worked. Alright, click back in and we're here. We got both colors of our mana. So far so good. Interesting. So I wonder, does it have to do with the way that Magic takes priority, and instead Twitch is left disconnected for a moment when Magic is like, okay, stop everything else, we're fixing you up with a match. I'm hoping they're not buffing this up this turn. More RAM? I don't know if that's... Supposedly my motherboard can use, and graphics and all that, can use all the RAM that's in it. There's 32 gigs in it, but I feel like other things are slowing down that computer more than what you would expect for... Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. So, next turn, we're going to have our 4/4 to block this thing. He is not going to block it this turn. And I don't think we're going to trade our 2-3 and our 2-1 for their 4-4 thing. So, what are they going to do this turn? Are they going to lay another creature or buff up the death knell? Instead, they're going to tap both of their creatures and try and look for a land on top. Has never worked. Alright. Just so the game's treating you like it treats me. Ah. We certainly have options now. Because I wanted to lay the Hulk and next turn give it lifelink. That was my plan. But he hasn't showed us any removal yet either. I think we wait to punish him for not having for tapping both of those creatures in order to pilot that. So we could have foretold it. We didn't have an option to foretell it, use it, and do something else. Yep, that's fine. That's some heavy removal for a pretty meh creature. When he attacks, yeah, so there's no way. And we see who's Chum Buckley and who's Simple Simon. Do you have demonic gifts left open with your last 2 mana? No, you do! The 1 card. Fuck. What's up, Rose? Wait. So we can crew just that next turn. Okay. Yeah. Can't block alone, so I'm not... Maybe they realize that I'm not blocking anything this turn, and this is just kind of here for show. And by their reckoning, they're definitely, you know, about to get ahead in the race and aren't expecting me to presumably gain 5 life next turn with the Rune of Sustenance. So, them swinging with the 2-2 as well tells me that they did indeed know about the 4-4 thing. Okay, that's all well and good. Foretell. Okay. Worst case scenario, that's Poison the Cup that they just foretold. And this whole thing, they destroy my motherfucker before I swing. And we say, well, that really sucks. And it's paused again. Did I correctly guess the 1 card I wish you didn't have in your hand? Nice. Nice. That should do. Six on board. I'm at 14. He's not coming in for lethal next turn. So the other really bad card that he could have in his hand is Tergrid's Shadow. That would not be... Or Starnheim Unleashed. So I had the option to maybe keep open the Demon Bolt or put another creature on the board. And I think because we're going to have some form... What?! Oh. Alright then. Oh, what up, dude? We're just about to win this one, I'm pretty sure. Because that was a really simple Simon move. We could win without even using the Demon Bolt. So... What So I could have used the Demon Bolt before attackers and come in for my 10. Whatever. He blocks here, and 6 is still going through. What was your plan to survive? Was it another demonic gifts that you top decked, and you were going to save them by killing my guy with the lifelink, so I hold up Demon Bolt as a battle trick, and we say, good game to you, sir. I assume there was some reason that they swung like that, knowing that I had lethal on board. Just they still would have died, even if they had saved that creature. So I mean, it was just a final like, why don't you get out of here? Why don't you go on and get? I'm really glad that we figured out the trick behind the reconnection thing, although it doesn't when the game ends, which is strange. Yay, 3 wins! Usually it's 3 losses. Oh no! Get out of the window! Get out of the window before it takes on my internet! Okay. My more computer savvy friends, so we're running the stream, we're running Magic. How much percent of our computer's, we'll say, capacity to run should that take up? How heavy is Magic? Or if it just stopped happening, So that hand. I'm thinking you can check it in performance. So I can see a figure and it says it's around 20%. And I just wanted to know if that was, kind of normal. That guy would be pretty cool with this, but keeping that 5-drop would have been nice, especially because it looks like we're getting the stairway right to it, but over keeping a 2-drop on curve instead of having our 3 be our first play. Made it more than rain. Wait, is that you, Mr. Wizard? Oh my god. We need more power, Captain. I've noticed that Valheim actually uses around 40%, and Magic hovers around 20 to 30. I'm a little bit surprised that I guess not really. So they've got a hard snow theme, but no snow mana yet. We have, yeah, you're 9. Oh my god. Doom Eternal, I'd imagine. We can lay the Sternheim Courser. We can lay the Forging Sword and the Pup next turn if we lay the Courser now. We kind of want this on board so that we could start to pump that Scallywag. And we could presumptively... No. I wanted to. Or actually, yes, we still can. So next turn, we probably are going to end up laying the Courser, but we'll present some sort of perhaps appetizing trade between boasting this guy here and making this guy a 3/3. Sure. I don't think they're gonna... Oh! No! Ugh! As a 2/4. because the 2/4 kind of fucks with me making this a 3/1 first strike. Ugh. Until next turn, when we get our choice of equipments from the deck, I think. Okay. I would like to lay this now, but it's a waste. If we're going to search for an equipment next turn and we're just going to throw that on it to permanently give it lifelink, like, we're laughing. Until they play a Broken Wings and we get sad. Ugh, Ice Hide, that's not good. Interesting. Uses all the RAM, but it's actually on the OS to decide how much it gets. Of course. No, I don't really care about 2 poison counters. So, seeing as how this guy is mono green, the wings make a rather important appearance, I suppose. That's good. 3. We can't do that and that. Gotcha. I mean, does it matter? So, what I was just sort of thinking of there, this becoming a 3/3 doesn't help me. Or having it become tapped over potential. Oh my god, are you going to give it something reach? Oh. Well, funny. If I hadn't have put that on there, he would have taken it off at instant speed and forced a block. But it is unfortunate that our lifelink thing, because we had enough to re-equip it this turn and we were about to start like really flowing on it. Oh, what up, dude? Oh, okay, I was wondering about what Vulcan was. When you start up Valheim, it gives you the option to start play or play with Vulcan. And generally people choose the first option. Oh my god. Oh! Get out of here, he says. Well. Ah, that's so bad. So when that goes off, we're gonna have a bad time. So we cannot let that happen. Because he would actually kill us with poison counters, which is funny. That onto the pop actually. And again, I'm good. Damage away. 6 poison counters. Ooh, that's bad. E. Okay. Finally. So he can untap and make 2 snow at instant speed, giving this indestructible. So it's no use for me to move this around and boast this in order to have it be 4 power first strike, because it's not going to matter. So, with 6 mana, we say, we do this okay. So we can at least kill the Finn this turn if he swings in, which only with the confidence of someone that just top decked a battle trick. Ugh. Can't block alone. You can distribute damage. Would I rather do that? For some reason, not really. Yeah, I mean, I guess, though. So if they top decked a battle trick, like +4/+4 or something, if I put that in the mix, everything just dies. Including all 3 of my creatures. It's not awesome trading those 2 and then having... Okay. So he's going to get that back next turn. Which means that no matter what we do, we're not going to have a block on board. Interesting. So I think we might be shagged here too. They just had like such an explosive start, and the 2 trolls losing to snow once again. Because there's no swing that really makes sense here now. Because they could just give whatever indestructible. They take 1. I take 3 in the air. Do I take lethal next turn? Probably. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can pump it 4 for an extra 4, so we are shagged. I guess we Oh right, and they've got the return something. So yeah, let's get out of here. Yeah. Interesting. I'm still thinking on Vulcan, trying to figure out why that particular system is better for some, and what is the process that it uses to make it more appropriate for a different GPU. Ooh, nice. Even if we tank here, I'm kind of happy. I'm happy you guys came to hang out. Actually, I'm loving this. It's literally all my favorite people, and then I assemble them in one place. I mean, my version of heaven, really. Will be all of us doing a slumping. Stark's dad. Ah, snow. Doesn't like you. You go first. 1 color. Do we That's a big decision. Because, I mean, this hand is alright. But knowing that Arena likes to not give you that third land, we're going to put it to the test. So I think the next land is going to be 4 cards down. We have a 41... Shut up, Mitch. But it was a white, so I don't love that. Get fucked. Yeah. Okay. There was definitely an argument for laying Redain after he's already laid 1 Snowland, but I didn't. Alright, so it's time to lay Redain. Wow. Okay, so it's another snow deck by the looks of it, which they've not been treating us well. That's bad. That's bad. Got an idea. You wanna trade? Didn't think so. A red mana would be super handy. Is anyone else getting deja vu? Seeing that card again? Oh, that's sad. So, again, we ask you, sir. Would you like to make any trades with us? But this time, you can have Redain. So, I am so hoping would draw a red mana, that's right. The good players know where all the mountains in their deck are. So we did go 4 down, and we didn't see one. Another Finn! Ah! Another 2/4 Finn at that, having been tripped off of this guy. I don't like. Thank you. Red mana! I mean, I guess we kill Finn, right? They're at 16, I'm at 18. They're gonna get ahead so fast if I allow them to swing with their 2/1s. Demon Bolt is already foretold, so it's not like... Could get this guy down and start getting 2, 2, and 2? Yes, I do have enough. Yeah, I know, like, it's no point in doing that, but it buffs this guy and allows for some sort of trade here. He gets excited because can get in for 7 maybe or something like that. Word. And Dan. Well, it was good you didn't have that up when I wanted to Demon Bolt Finn. Although, chances are they probably got another one. Ice Hide. Such deja vu. We're at 9. If we double swing, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on board if we kill that. With their 1 mana left up, artifact or enchantment, you gain 4. If I let him on tap, he can at instant speed probably make something to get that safe. And we could, if we get really desperate, we can gain 4. Building hardware stuff that usually has running code. Figure out where the GPU is. Sure, yeah. That's pretty cool. Interesting. That is really cool. So actually, have you been playing Valheim as well? Because if so, yeah, a bunch of us have started playing together a little bit. And in fact, Friday we're going to hopefully do a stream of that. Maybe hang out in the swamp for a little bit, like we do. Us swamp people. And if that's the case that you play, then we'd love it if you wanted to come here. Coming in for 4. Yeah, that's fine. No thanks. So we have lethal in the air. Nice. Yes! I squeaked out the little heart. I love when people give you a little good game. It always feels nice. You're like, yeah, man, that was. Although I didn't think we were going to win that one. Hey. That wasn't a Chum Buckley scrub. That was a good game. But hey, 4 wins. We're in the money. We're in the money. Copyright infringement. You don't laugh. I'm pretty sure we can. All the stuff that is over 100 years old now, well, oh my god, I bet you it's included the Entertainer for a little while. I think that was written like between 1910 and 20. So if we wanted to do 3 hours of just listening to the Entertainer, I'm pretty sure we could make that happen. Actually, I also thought about making my own noise apart from me talking at you. We've got all the little gizmos here, and how hard would it? They keep trying to Mickey Mouse. Yes, Disney is doing makes sort of strange moves in order to maintain that copyright. The stuff that Disney puts out will never be sort of free to access. I don't know how they really do it. I did read it once upon a time because there was like a cool, not Hendrix yet. but we'll get there. Hendrix was 60s. I think like the height of his stuff was like 67. So it might be another minute before we see that. Remix yourself. That'd be fun. The one that I always go back to remembering with my buddy Jordan here, he played keys in the band that we had, and had a bunch of different sounds assigned to different things, and he was going through his little library and hit a button, and then all at once the jam went too quiet, and just hit a button and is, "I will give you pleasure," and then everyone turned to look at him, and he was like, "Oh, cool, it works." We always laugh at that though. So we're gonna do this, and we're going to give the illusion that we have synergy, because now they're like, "Whoa, that was too many damage." Sure. This is still a problem for you. Thankful to have top deck to mana, because that means that we can do a double play. What's up? Blazior. Just so good and random. Oh my god, I could have invoked the Divine on it, and with the 5 mana, could have boasted it again. We'll maybe do that next turn. So if we're going to tap down their one guy, if we put 2 2/1s on board and free this 2/3 guy, I think next turn they're probably looking at lethal on top of us being able to tap down one of their creatures. Okay. So, question, which one do we get rid of now? What do we have the mana for? If we lay this, we have 3 mana. With 3 mana, we could just do that and we wouldn't be able to move the equipment around or use its gym jams. If we just destroy this, we get in for 6 free damage, and we say, "Your turn!" So I actually bought a piano there a little while ago and started learning. Maybe only put a few hours into it. First thing I went for was My Immortal by Evanescence, because that is burned into my head in such a way that before knowing what notes were what keys, I could pick out the tones and eventually be like, okay, I'm close enough, I'll look up a tab or equivalent for it now. And I managed to get that actually within an hour or two. So I was like, okay, not bad for not playing an instrument and then being able to play a song and to have practiced something enough times to be able to fool someone into thinking that you can play piano. It's like the Family Guy joke. It's like, no, I don't speak English. Only this sentence and this one explaining it. What? The second thing, once I got a little bored of my Immortal, was I went to learn the Entertainer. And that's, yeah, okay? That's why the Entertainer is stuck in my head. Because I had to, like, sit there and try and figure out the sequence of tones. And in order to do that, it takes me a lot of focus. It's probably different for John, Mr. fucking ear training there. But it is so burned in my head now that it has been just playing non-stop for a few days now. Kill me. Even with, you remember my old technique for getting anything out of your head was Phenomena by the Muppets. Because that can override anything. Turns out the Entertainer is more powerful. I cannot get it out. And that is a terrific hand. All right. Okay. Ah. Oh. It was only 14. Huh. Now they increase it when Mickey nears the threshold. Now it's 150 years. It's like, what? Wow. They lobby to change the laws so that they can get there. I believe that 100%. Dang. Nice. What is our opponent gonna do? A 2-3 does cause all sorts of problems for him, but we end up sitting back this turn, which I don't love. We could lay the Courser. That is not better than Redain. But the Courser allows us to maybe lay Redain's other side next turn, which could be interesting. We eventually get to lay Valkyrie. Okay, sure. So rather than get ahead, I'm going to try and punch in for damage. We're both red-white, so we're going to have a series of exchanges here inevitably. You coming in with both? You shouldn't. Just the 2-1. And then we keep going. Another one. You're not land. Whenever this creature becomes blocked, so if they double block it, they take 2. I like that. I like that. If I do that, I can lay Valkyrie for 2, and then presumptively re-equip. You know what? I don't hate that. Yeah, Bill. If we had top decked the mana, I probably would have taken the turn in a different direction. Probably would have laid the Hulk or something. Strange move, but yeah, okay. Why not put it on the pup then? My thesis is that if these laws had been ratified and respected in C2, we could be listening to Free Hendrix. That's an excellent thesis. He would have had my vote. I don't love everything about this. But we're at 18, we're still pumping him for damage. He's at 14. +2/+2, that's bad. I was gonna say, are you gonna put it on that? They foretell the last thing in their hand. Okay. So. Yep, you're still taking damage though. Getting good because that gold mock can tap down his scary looking raptor there, and that's not good for him. So the thing they foretold, it wasn't that. That was their top deck. It's a pretty good top deck. It was a Demon Bolt. I figured it. It was either Demon Bolt or +1/+1 and double. So we can definitely do the same thing again. Say you want to block with your other 1/1. Yarp. I happen to notice that that is larger than your creatures. In response, they... Oh, nope, 5 mana. I thought they were going to come in with a 7-drop giant. For whatever reason. Yep, I'll take that damage. Did you top deck Flyer after top decking this thing? No? Okay. Was that... I mean, did they make the right move then? Yeah, because the double block is no good. I looked at that. So we lay another one, right? And we say, it's about time for your bus. Because those are larger than your creatures. Hey man, what about a GG? We say please and thank you where I'm from. Which is paradise. But we also throw rocks apparently, but I've never really seen it. The classic, you're from paradise, you throw rocks. Like, I thought that was a Mount Pearl thing. You're from Mount Pearl, you throw rocks. No, I thought that was CBS. Nope, just everybody. Me and the missus got his and hers gaming desks now, and our own sort of gaming PCs. Valheim is that kind of addictive, and that we're like, we need to play this together. We need to be, you know, I need access to it whenever I feel the need. Rep follow town. That was you, it wasn't Andy. Causing shenanigans with Damon and Jeremy. But we got the his and hers gaming desks, which I thought was cute. I had a point for saying that. It wasn't just a humble brag or something. No, I'm not sure. Sorry. I had a point to that. So they're gonna snow on me again. Equip is too. The Raven already. I see. Well, I mean, I don't think we use our Demon Bolt on it though. But we definitely lay Redeem. What is that? Oh, it looks like Iron Maiden. Eddie. That's Eddie. Huh. Nice. Okay, we're gonna have a nice turn next turn, I think. It's gonna take a bit of damage this turn, though. And I assume that whatever we do is probably gonna get countered. No, it's not worth spending 2 on that. But I could definitely spend the 2 on that. Okay, it didn't pause. +1 +0. Whoa! Okay. Bases are loaded. They're at 6. Okay. Not so scary. I'm not seeing the other things that I was holding on to the Demon Bolt for. So I think the Raven is going to eat it. I would be happy to take a 3. Hold on to that for a moment. Ooh, I love when it doesn't pause. I would like to gain 4, thank you. So, I could discard the Seize the Spoils, or, well, discard the Mountain to seize the spoils, which is probably the right move. It's a sorcery. Okay. We still have enough to lay this next turn. Alright. 10 now. Different plan. Because now the 2-1 potentially trades with the 3-2. If I allowed them to come in just like full hog this turn, I'd probably regret it. They'd probably put me under 4 health. They're still probably going to come in with 2-4. Don't mind that at all. That hurts. That is like... That hurts. I take 6. I have 4, 5. Sure. So if we do this... Oh, there's no creature in our graveyard! Shit. Oh, damn. I meant to bring back the lifelink thing. Alright, that's the end of the line. Oh my god. This thing here won them the game, I think. So they're so wide. Is there anything I can search up? I hate to do it, but we're looking at lethal here. Invoke the Divine. Another creature helps. Oh, neat. So, what is your last card in hand, and is it good? So 5-4. So, if I block like this, do I live? No, I take Exactsies. And that was... This is the best block I could. Not one. Some for Exactsies. And that's it. It's not bad though. Nice. And this is probably going to be the last Kaldeim draft that I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do a Magic one, but I could probably do a Valheim one for sure. And I did get the pity pack. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that nice? So where I'm probably not going to do another Kaldeim draft before, it's time to open up our packs, which is exciting. I'm not sure how many are there. There might be like 20 though. Ooh, 21, nice. Lovely. Okay, I'm gonna open those 10 at a time. Sure. Out of those, I got 1 mythic. Was that right? Yeah, 1 out of 8 chance of being a mythic, so fair enough. 1 out of 10 is not excellent. I do like another copy of this thing. 85.6% of the ooh, that was nice. And 1 mythic there. Cool. And a mythic wildcard. Nice. Pleased. Alright. Well, I appreciate you guys coming to hang out. That was deadly. I should do this every week. Yeah, as always, I will be back 7 o'clock on Wednesdays, and Fridays might jump around, but it's looking like 7 o'clock Friday for our Valheim stream. And hopefully set up a Discord, and well, actually, I do have a Discord already set up for it. But as many of you want to come help us raid the swamps, you fill your booths and let me know in the next day or two. We'll add each other to Steam and all that good stuff. And looking forward to it. And I'll see you guys then. Later.